If you uncover Dexter Morgan's secret, chances are you won't live to tell the tale.
Dexter Morgan seems like a normal guy. He works as a blood spatter analyst for the Miami Police Department. Quiet, smart, and good at his job. But at night, Dexter becomes something else. A serial killer who targets other killers. What makes Dexter different is his code. He doesn't just kill anyone, he hunts people who deserve it. This strange set of rules makes us wonder, can someone who does something so terrible still be a little good? But here's the thing. Anyone who gets too close to the truth about Dexter's secret ends up in danger. Whether it's because of bad luck or because Dexter makes sure of it, most people who learn his dark side don't survive. Even so, Dexter isn't just a monster. We see moments where he truly cares about the people in his life, his sister Deborah, his girlfriend Rita, and even his son Harrison. But in his world, love and secrets don't mix, and when people discover who Dexter really is, they pay the price. This is the story of those who found out Dexter Morgan's secret, and why, for most of them, it didn't end well.
Tonight's the night, and it's going to happen again and again. Has to happen.
Dexter Morgan isn't like other killers. From a young age, he knew he had a dark side, a need to kill that he couldn't control. But instead of letting him spiral into chaos, his adoptive father, Harry, stepped in with a solution. Harry created the Code, a set of strict rules designed to channel Dexter's urges in a way that would minimize harm to innocent people. The Code was simple but powerful. Only target those who deserve it, killers, abusers, and criminals who manage to escape justice. It gave Dexter a purpose beyond his dark urges, a way to use his darkness for something he convinced himself was good. But following the Code didn't make Dexter a hero. At his core, he was still a killer, no matter how carefully he selected his victims. Each murder was meticulously planned and executed with precision, making him feel in control of his dark side. Yet, the truth remained, he wasn't a savior, he was a predator who justified his actions through Harry's teachings. What makes Dexter's story so complex is that the Code didn't make him normal or good, it made him functional. It allowed him to blend in, maintain relationships, and create a facade of normalcy. But underneath it all, the darkness was always there, lurking. For Dexter, the Code was both his guiding light and his curse, a set of rules that defined him but never truly saved him from who he really was. And that's where it all began.
My father taught me one thing above all others.
Rita was Dexter's safe haven, the person who made his dark life feel almost normal. At first, she was just a cover, someone he chose because she wouldn't dig too deep. But over time, Dexter truly cared for her and her kids. Rita brought out Dexter's humanity. Her love gave him a glimpse of a life he never thought he could have, a home, a family, and a sense of belonging. But being close to Dexter came with risks. His secret life eventually caught up to her when the Trinity Killer, one of Dexter's most dangerous enemies, found and killed her. Her death was shocking, brutal, and personal. When Dexter found her lifeless body in the bathtub, it was one of the few times we saw him completely broken. Rita's death reminded us that the people Dexter loved were never truly safe from his darkness. Maria LaGuerta was relentless. As a high-ranking officer in the Miami Metro Police, she was determined to prove that Dexter was the Bay Harbor butcher. Her obsession with finding the truth made her a threat to Dexter's secret. LaGuerta uncovered enough clues to expose him, but she got too close. In the final moments of Season 7, LaGuerta confronted Dexter and Deborah in a shipping container. She begged Deborah to do the right thing and arrest her brother. But Deborah, torn between her love for Dexter and her moral compass, made the impossible choice. She shot LaGuerta. Her death was a turning point. It destroyed Deborah emotionally and showed just how far Dexter's darkness could reach, pulling down even the people he loved most. Deborah was Dexter's sister and his greatest bond. She loved him more than anyone else and believed in him, even when he didn't believe in himself. But when Deborah discovered his secret, her world fell apart. At first, Deborah tried to accept who Dexter was, but the truth was too much. It weighed on her, breaking her spirit. She spiraled into guilt, anger, and confusion, trying to balance her love for her brother with the knowledge of what he had done. Deborah's death in Season 8 was heartbreaking. She was shot and left in a coma after one of Dexter's enemies attacked her. Knowing he was to blame, Dexter made the painful decision to let her go, pulling her life support. It was the moment Dexter lost the last person who truly loved him. Deborah's death was the ultimate cost of Dexter's darkness. It showed that even his strongest bond couldn't survive the life he led.
I know you think you're a bad person, Deb, after everything that's happened, but you're not. You're a good person.
Then there was Lumen. Lumen Pierce was one of the few people who truly understood Dexter's world. She didn't just stumble upon his secret, she became a part of it. Lumen was introduced in Season 5 after surviving a brutal attack by a group of men who kidnapped and tortured her. Dexter found her just in time to stop her from becoming another victim, but her trauma ran deep. At first, Dexter saw Lumen as someone he could help. Unlike his usual victims, Lumen wasn't someone to hunt or kill. She was broken and in need of justice. What made her different was her connection to Dexter's darkness. She didn't fear him when she found out who he really was. Instead, she accepted him because she had seen evil up close and knew what it looked like. Together, Dexter and Lumen hunted down the men who hurt her one by one. For a brief moment, it felt like Dexter's killing had a purpose beyond his code. With Lumen, it wasn't just about satisfying his dark passenger, it was about helping someone heal. But once the last man was dead, Lumen's need for revenge disappeared. Her darkness faded, and with it, her bond with Dexter. She realized she no longer belonged in his world and chose to leave. Lumen survived because her story wasn't about embracing darkness, it was about escaping it. Her departure was bittersweet for Dexter. For the first time, someone accepted him completely, yet she still walked away. It was proof that not everyone who saw his truth had to die, but they could never truly stay either. Harrison was the one person who truly mattered to Dexter. As his son, Harrison represented everything good and pure in Dexter's life, a chance at love and redemption. But Dexter knew his dark side was a constant danger. The longer he stayed in Harrison's life, the more likely it was that his darkness would touch his son. In the end, Dexter made the ultimate sacrifice to protect Harrison. After Deborah's tragic death, Dexter realized he couldn't keep Harrison safe while being part of his life. He faked his own death, leaving Harrison in the care of Hannah McKay, someone he trusted to give Harrison a normal life. This decision wasn't easy. It meant giving up the only person he loved unconditionally. But for Dexter, letting go was the greatest act of love he could show, putting Harrison's safety and happiness above his own desires.